Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Today is part 11 of the making of Who Is Your Guy. In our previous video, we got to do the arrangements, how to get to arrange your project and every other thing like that. But today we are going to be looking at how you can send this project to the mixer and start mixing them as well. Alright, so open up your project and let's start. Get to your FL Studio. Open up your FL Studio. Then let's get to our project. Who is your guy? All right, who is your guy? Okay. All right. So if we get to look at our mixer channel here, nothing has been assigned except this particular shaker here. Okay, it's only this shaker here that is assigned to the mixer channel. So if I play it now, you'll get to see that it's only this that is assigned to the mixer channel. Let me solo it and play so that you can hear it. Also, look at this. Let me open up the mixer. Of course, you can see. Let me play it so you get to see this. So here you see that it is only channel 1. In fact, even if I decide to unmute everything and play it, you are going to see that only what is on channel 1 would display. Okay, yeah, channel 1 on the mixer channel, that is what will show. Other things, nothing has been assigned to it. So you see that nothing is assigned to those other channels. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to intentionally assign each of these sounds to the mixer channel so that it will enable us a better mixing. All right, so first thing you will need to do, you need to go to your channel rack. Now there are different ways to actually get this done. All right, and there are different flexible ways you can get this done, but what I will say we should start with is that you get to your channel rack. Okay, highlight on the sound you want to send to your mixer channel. Even before that, I will say, okay, fine, let's rename just these particular sounds now. So we are going to start renaming all of these so that we can familiarize ourselves with them, the sound you will remember them with. Okay, now, so this shaker here, I'm going to rename it, right click, and then just remove attack and remove 04 and enter. So we have just shaker there. All right, which other thing do we want to change? So you go to kick again. I just want it as kick. Okay, so rename, so click on it and then remove 04, then remove attack, enter on your keyboard, and that is it. So we have it as kick. Okay, this one is what? This is tom. Okay, same thing, so that when they get to your mixer channel, they would have these particular names you are giving them. Okay, tom. Okay, or you can get to do all of those things in the mixer channel as well. Okay, but I want us to do them here so that when we get to the mixer channel, we just focus on the mixing. Okay, timbale. So same process. And in your own case, you may not want to do these things. If you would easily identify them when you get to see them, no problem. All right, so live droplets, we had tone 1, tone 2 out of live droplet. Okay, 808 kick is there. This, what is this? Okay, log drum. Okay, all right, I think I'm cool with it like this now. So this is the thing. Let me save this first. So I want to show you something that at once you can assign all of these to the mixer channel at once. All right, so what do you need to do? So you simply hold Ctrl down and double click, okay, on this particular LED here. Once you double click on it, it will highlight everything, and then you get to the mixer channel. Okay, when you get to the mixer channel, you go and start from 1. You just left click, you go to channel routing, then number 1, it says route selected channels to this track. Meaning that if you do that, see what will happen. Let me just show you practical so that you will see what will happen. Say route selected channels to this track. English language. Let's look at this. Boom. So you will see that everything here, because these get to show you the channel, the mixer position where each of these will be. So you can notice that everything here has been assigned to just channel 1 because of what? Because we highlighted everything and sent them. You know, it says something, route selected channels to this track. So what simply happened is that everything that was selected is assigned to this particular track here. So you see that now, meaning that all of your sounds, they are on one channel on the mixer. All right, but that's not what we want to do. Okay, so let me control Z, undo, and let me see. It's not doing. Instead, it is the rename we did that is changing. So now, thank God I saved the project. If you notice something, I saved it earlier because I didn't want all of this to happen now. So close your FL Studio. Close it. Now, let's open it again. So I just wanted you to see that, because this applies to whatever you load. Okay, this applies to whatever you load and whatever you select, provided that you are sending them to the channel rack. If it is one that is selected, only the one that is selected will go to the channel rack. If it is 2 that is selected, the 2, okay, sorry, I'm trying to select this. Oh, my shift is not working. Yeah, on this side. Okay, if it is just these ones, these 3 selected here, and I'll go to this channel rack, a big mixer rather, and now say okay, fine, route selected channels to this track. It is going to route the ones that are selected. That is why I said listen to the English, selected channels. All right, but then if it is just one channel, well, they may still be telling you route selected channels as well, but just know that it is the channel you have selected. You see route selected channels to this rack, so to this track. So the goal here is that whenever you want to use the individual this thing like this, that you want to say that route selected channels to this track here, just know that whatever you selected is going to be sent to the track. All right, that's one way. The second way is you selecting everything again. All right, you can select everything, then come to the same mixer. All right, you come to the same mixer and then the same thing, the same process, right click on mixer 1, okay, insert 1 or mixer channel 1. Now if you go here again, you will see something. You say route selected channels starting from this track. You see why I say you should start with mixer 1, because whatever you are going to drop is going to start from that particular track you select. If I say starting from this track, see what will happen. Route selected channels starting from this track. It simply means that it is going to drop individual tracks to each of this channel starting from the selected ones here, starting from this particular one. Look at it now. Don't forget, we have saved our project earlier, so we may still need to close FL Studio and open it so that you may see this. Okay, now I'm going to choose this now. So selected channels starting from this track, meaning that starting from this track here. Let's see what will happen there. Can you see something? That automatically it has dropped individual stuff. Okay, each of these things we have on our channel rack here, it has dropped them on the mixer. Okay, now of course the mixer can be customized as well. Okay, you can customize it. You can use compact, okay, which brings everything closer. Okay, you can use compact 2 as well, which widen it a bit. Then you can use compact alt, okay, which just shrunk everything. All right, then you can also use wide 1, you can use wide 2, which makes it wider, wide 3, of course you can see it's more wider, okay, and so on and so forth. All right, I think I used wide, All right, so you can customize your mixer. Today is not a training for mixer customization, all right, but then I just want you to see this now. This was where we selected. This was said, we said starting from this track. If you notice something, other things have been dropped. All right, they have been dropped, but nothing is on channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3 because we said starting from this track. All right, so take note of what you want to do and intentionally drop your sounds wherever you want to drop them. All right, so again, let's close FL Studio. No, I have saved it earlier. Okay, so let's open up FL Studio again. Great, so open up your project. So in all of these, just know that whichever one that works for you better is what you get to do. All right, so this is as simple as that. So if we get to select this again, let's select everything again. Let's get to our mixer. All right, now if I go to 1 here and I'll say okay, fine, this again, channel routing, okay, route selected channels starting from this track. Remember now it is starting from track 1, so you may just get to do what? You just get to drop everything. If you see this now, everything, it started from 1. So 1, you have Shaker. If you look at it here, 1, you have Shaker. 2, you have Spyro, the original song, right? You have the song here. 3, you have 707 Rim. Okay, if you look at it here as number 3, you have 707 Rim. So if you notice something here, so it just arrange all of this for you, okay, in order from 1 to whatever number. Okay, from 1 to whatever number it should be. Okay, so that is one thing you should know. So from number 1 to number 20, so meaning that we loaded up to like 20 sounds, so it just automatically arranged them for you. Well, if this works for you better, you can actually get to use them this way. Of course, you can see where everything is. Okay, you can see where everything is and get to load them yourself. But for me, I sometimes or let me even say most of the time, I don't even get to use this format. Okay, so which format do I use as a person? But then note something, that if this works for you, note this, that you can actually start your mixing from here. All right, if this works for you, that you can navigate your way, you can find every other thing you want to do, you can find expression here like this. Of course, there's nothing wrong starting from here. You can start your mixing from here. All right, but one of the things I do as a person, which may not be cool with you, all right, it may and it may not be cool with you, is that I'm going to close this up now, is that I get to intentionally drop them where I want them to be, so I can easily access them. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so let's open up FL Studio again. Okay, so let's load up our project. Now, what I do is that I would want to sectionalize each of the sounds the way I can easily access them. All right, so this is it now. Let me show you. Let's go to drums. So we have the drums here. All right, of course you can see that from here, 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 here are the drums. Okay, the first drum we had. Okay, so what I would do as a person is that first of all, I want to send this guy way down. What do? You just select it, then you hold Alt down on your keyboard. You press Alt. Okay, press Alt down, then you press arrow down. Automatically it will keep moving it down, so you know that okay, the audio samples that was loaded is separated from other things. So then what the next thing I will do is that I want to select each of these. Already this was already assigned to channel 1, okay, on the mixer channel here, but you can see that on the mixer channel nothing is there as name, as per name. All right, so what I would do is that I want to assign it again, or you may choose to just rename it, but I don't want to go through the process of renaming, so I will simply go to assign. Remember, Shaker is what is selected here. I will simply go there and shaker is already on channel 1, but the name did not show, I'll simply go there, just route it again, route selected channels. Remember, it was only one that was selected, which is the shaker. Okay, route it. Automatically the name will change to shaker. Why? Because I didn't want to rename it again. So on channel 1 you have shaker. Okay, now on channel 2, so this is what I would do. I will simply drop this again as okay, again. So channel 2, I have 707 rim. Okay, I could just now select 3. Okay, select 3, 4, 5 here, meaning that I've selected kick now, thumb, and I've also selected snare. So the next thing I can come and do in here is that, okay, now of course I already have shaker in 1, I have 707 rim in 2, so I can now go to 3 now. So I can now say route selected channels starting from this track. Now selected channels starting from this track means that it's going to start from 3, it's going to drop the kick on 3, then thumb on 4, then shaker, snare on 5. Why? Because those are the channels that are selected starting from this track. Starting from where? Starting from 3. Now look at it here now. So already automatically I have my kick, I have my thumb, and I have my snare. All right, so that is the thing. So now let's listen to it now. I'm going to solo it, this particular one, channel 1, which is the drum. I'm going to solo it now. So let's see what happens there. So automatically you see that everything that is selected here, that is playing, is there now. All right, so I know that from 1 to 7, to 5, I have my drums. Of course, I want to go further. All right, my timbre sound, I will want to bring it as well. Okay, I want to bring it closer to this, then my log drum too. So what do I need to do? The same thing we did that we used to take this guy down, way down. So I can use it to also bring the log drum up. Okay, so it's simple, same process, same step, and this other thumb as well. Okay, this one, sorry, I select this, then select my clap as well. Okay, also DNC clap as well. All right, 808 kick. So what I'm simply doing is that I'm going to move all of them, though they may not be arranged the way they should. You could take them one after the other. Let me start with 808 kick. 808 kick, of course, I can take it closer to the timbre sound, just drop it there. Okay, then come to clap and this guy as well. Now, of course, you press Alt down, you use arrow up to move them up. Okay, automatically they are moving up as well. So you got to see that some of your stuff, they can be well arranged. All right, so the next thing is that, of course, I can use the same process to bring up my log drum. Okay, all these other audio sounds and this guy here, we can take them down, or you simply just use the same process to bring this up so that others can remain down. Okay, so just like that. Now, okay, this DNC clap, I want to take it up as well. Okay, so you see that, okay, fine, the first set of your drums, you have them in one region of the mixer. All right, now of course you can also get to create group channel, where you can actually get to group all your drums into one single individual channel. It does not affect all of these independent channel. No, when we are saying group, or you can create a bus, it's the same thing. Okay, group or bus, just create it where you can actually assign all of these. I'm going to show you that later. Okay, but first of all, this is just the beginning of the mixing process in FL Studio. Okay, and this kind of mixing is not only applicable to FL Studio, other DAWs, but the process may be different. All right, so let's move on. So I have my drum here now, so I can move to 2, which is the row. All right, so I can see that on the row we have our timbre sound here. Okay, I can now, of course, you can see timbre has not yet been assigned to any channel. Okay, so what do? I go to the empty channel here. All right, and I will select it as well. Now route selected channel, this is this one. Now because it's only timbre, I want to move in now, but timbre is not selected, so let me select it. All right, so that I don't get to route something different. Okay, now look at it here, route selected channel. Okay, and I have my timbre. Now move to the next one. Okay, it's not just a timbre self gone, other things are there too as well. You have tone 1, tone, okay, tone 1, then clap, then these other tone. Another thing I can do is that, of course, we have like 100 channels, this thing here on the mixer. We have like more than 100 channels rather. So you have enough space to get to work. Okay, so what I will want to do is that I will still want to assign each of these to their individual channels. Okay, so can assign the first which one did I select? Oh, it's log drum. Let me go select the tone. Okay, I can assign the tone here. Can assign it to 7. See that now. Okay, so okay, it has reflected, so you can see now 7. All right, and I know the question you may be asking, Pisan, can I use this number? Can I just shift it this and assign the next one to the next one? Yes, it's true, you can do that, but the problem is that the name will not show. Now if you look at it here, this is 8. All right, this is 8. We have FPC term rather. We have FPC term as 7. Now we want to put something as 8. Look at it now. The clap. I want to put clap as 8. Now I can shift it here. Okay, I can shift it here. Just right clicking and be dragging up. You can see the number is increasing. Or drag down off. You can see arrow up and down here. So just left click and keep moving your wheel up or down. Now of course you can see now 7, 8. I have it as 8 now, meaning that automatically it has been assigned to channel 8. But the problem now is the title. So meaning that you may need to subtitle it, or sorry, you may need to rename it yourself, which I don't want to go through that process. So I will just want to just click it and just route it, bam, and the name changes. Okay, so of course you can see it there. Then the next one is the TT Tom. Okay, this was Tam. I kept saying this as Tom. Okay, so this is the Tom here. So of course the Tom, I want to assign it to empty channel here, which is 9. That is empty here, 9. So I have my Tom there. Right. So what I'm simply trying to show you is that you can have your drum instruments, anything that has to do with drum percussion, you can have them in one section of the mixer. All right, so that you will know that, okay, fine, from channel 1 to so channel, these are the drums, or these are the percussions, these are the other things I need to focus on before I start focusing on the sound or other wind instruments or whatever instruments that I used as well. All right, so let's just move on now. So let's move to 3. We have chord. Now if you look at it now, so this is where our chord comes in now. So the first chord, so just select it and then send it here. Now on this particular mixer now, or this particular one, I don't want to see it as praise. Praise was the name of the sound in the plugin we used, but then on the mixer I would just want to identify it as chord. So what do? Just rename that one to chord. So I will know that, okay, fine, this is the chord. I just want to identify it as chord. This is my choice. This may not work for you, but provided you know it whenever you want to mix, that's okay. Just identify it with whatever you can identify it with. So mine is chord. Okay, I have it there as chord. All right. Then I move to the next one. Tone. Now if we look at it, this is a different one. Live droplet. Okay, I think I still want that one to still remain as live droplet. I don't want to change it, so let me just send that. So guys, this is how you send your individual sounds. 808 kick. Of course, this is our 808 kick here. Okay, I'm supposed to reserve space here for it, but let me just drop it here. I can still continue to work like this. 808 kick only, 808 kick is not really that busy on this instrumental. I think it's just one that it appeared, so it's really not a stress. Shaker, of course, we have already assigned that. You can see now. So, and remember, there's another place we had just shakers. Okay, so we have already assigned that. Organ, let's see, that has not been assigned yet. So on the organ part, I can assign it to an empty track here, or empty channel. Now I want to name it organ so that I will easily identify it. Organ. Okay, next one is what? Clap. Okay, have we assigned our clap? Now see, clap, clap, clap. So what the next thing I want to do is that the first clap that was, okay, no, it was thumb that was assigned to a particular channel. We had a clap here earlier rather. That's on track 8 or channel 8. We had clap there. That's Ekit's clap. Okay, I'll still want to send this other clap to the same channel, so can just assign it to same channel 8. This another clap again. I can still assign it to the same channel 8. Right, so these 3 claps, they are on the same channel, which is this channel 8 here. All right, so I can just remove the Ekit clap and just let it remain as clap. So remove others. So I just know that, okay, fine, this is the clap here, right? Since it is not just the Ekit clap that is there on it. All right, then tone. Okay, live droplets. Of course, we have already assigned that to a channel already. Then next one, bass. Okay, bass, we have not assigned the bass yet, so select bass and come to a channel here and just assign it, so you have your bass there. All right, so these are things you do in this process. Okay, the next one is what? Let's see, lock drum. Yes, we have not assigned lock drum. Okay, I'm supposed to have created space in the drum parts, but I did not. Okay, so let's assign lock drum to an empty channel 2 as well. All right, that was my bad. I didn't get to assign leave space under the drum section for lock drum. Well, when I'm mixing, I get to do these things a whole lot. Okay, so that is it. Okay, which other one? Lock drum 2, that has been assigned already. Tone, okay, under live droplet, that has been assigned already. So block cube, where is it? Okay, this has not been assigned yet. So look for empty track as well, that is 16. So guys, so you get to see that this is how you get to assign all of this. Okay, boom, so that is there now. So what's the next thing? Lock drum 3. Of course, lock drum has been assigned already, so if you check it, it's still lock drum. Okay, now chord 2 under the same praise. So I remember we named it as chord already, so meaning that they are the same thing. All right, so guys, that is how you get to assign all of your sounds to the mixer. Okay, now if we get to play this now, you will see that everything will come out from the mixer individually. Okay, let's see. Okay, so from here now you can save your project. Okay, I've saved mine now. Okay, so let's play it and see. You will see that each of these channel on the mixer will start functioning independently. Let's see. switch it to song. Okay guys, so that is it. So another thing you can do as well, remember all these other sounds here, you can now assign them to the channel. Okay, so let's start with the effect, the riser. Okay, of course the riser is not assigned and the instrumental of the song is not assigned. So at this point now, I don't think we will be needing the song again since we are already through with the beat. All right, so you can just turn down the volume of the song all the way. All right, so that will no longer, the song is no longer needed. You can even mute it. Okay, you can mute it, but this is the riser here. We had this riser. Okay, so what do we do with the riser? Remember, don't touch this automation. Okay, don't touch this automation. So what do we do with the riser? Assign the riser to an empty channel. That's 17. Okay, 17 is empty. Just assign the riser there. Assign the riser there. All right, good. So guys, that is it. You have everything on the mixer channel. Now the mixing is about to start. All right, so after you are done that, I know to some people out there, this what I'm about to do now is all right, to some people out there, what I'm about to do now is what is it I'm talking about? Look at it here. Now remember, we were adjusting volumes here. As we were working, we were adjusting volumes. We were working, we were adjusting volumes. Remember, I said this particular tools is quite easy and handy, especially when you are on the go. All right, so that's where you get to do all of these things. But now guys, we want to get into mixing proper. All right, so we want to get into mixing proper. So what would you need to do? Just make sure you reset all these volume levels. I know everything is going to now sound hazy, everything is going to sound noisy, everything is going to sound imbalance. All right, everything is going to sound whatever ways they are going to sound. Just make sure that you just reset all of this. So all of this will be reset to their default settings here. Don't forget, not this side, though we have not done any panning yet. If I thought there was any panning you did, reset everything too as well. All right, reset everything as well, except the automation we did. Okay, so leave the automation out of it, but every other thing, ensure you reset them. All right, reset, 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 reset. Okay, yeah, even the riser reset. Okay, so now everything is reset. Can you see that now? So everything is reset. I know if I play this now, everything will sound imbalanced. Okay, but leave it like that. We understand. Or you want to hear it. If you have it on your own system to listen to it, everything is not going to sound cool again. At some point, everything is going to be noisy. I understand, but it's okay like that. You get why. So guys, you can hear that yourself. Everything is noisy. Everything is rowdy. Everything is noisy. Everything is rowdy. Everything is just sounding rough. Leave them like that. All right. I'm going to show you in our next video how we are going to start mixing this now. So right now, we don't have any work here again. We don't have any work on this particular part again. Also, it is so possible that we may not have things to do with the channel rack again. All right. Our major focus from our next video is going to be the mixer. All right. It's going to be the mixer. That's going to be where our focus is. Now, in our next video, the whole focus is going to be here now. So we don't have any business in those other parts we worked on earlier. Remember, when we were working on those parts, we did not introduce the mixer. So they were doing their own things. So other things were going on there at that other side without the mixer's involvement. Now the mixer has taken over now. The work is going to begin with the mixer now. So other parts are going to just remain while the work continues with the mixer. All right. So guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, ensure you do that. Turn on the notification button as well. Also give us a thumbs up. Okay, if you are getting value from what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. And if you are not following our other channels, other pages on other social media handle like Facebook and TikTok, Instagram, so kindly ensure you follow us. Okay, it's still peace and beats. All right, so just follow us, like, share these videos too, all right, with people who you know will be needing this as well. All right, so in our next video we are going to be working with the mixer. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. All right, so just ensure you follow us, turn on the notification button. So see you in our next video. God bless you.